Hey there, everyone. Lullaby Dragon here. What I'm going to do is just do a walkthrough of my own ROM hack. That seems kinda stupid since I made the thing, so I should know every twist and turn of it. Oh, that was just nice. I'm really on the ball. Anyway. This is basically just a feeble attempt to get more people to test it, because so far I only know of, what, 3, maybe 4 people who are actually playing it. There could be more, it's just that there's only that many people I know who are actually playing it. So, this is basically a feeble attempt to get people to try to play it. Of course, after seeing this, it could horribly backfire and drive everyone away, but it's a 50-50 chance, basically. And it's a risk I'm willing to take. That level was ridiculously easy, mainly because, I don't know. Not all these levels are particularly great. A lot of them are just experimental, mostly. In case you don't get it, you're supposed to basically kick the shell. Yes, because I always get normal coin types and dragon coin types confused, because they're almost similar to each other. There's invisible coin blocks on the side of these, and you're supposed to jump up. I wonder if anyone would actually get stuck at some of these parts, because I do this gimmick a lot, having invisible coin blocks at the side of the walls just to climb up places, which I'm apparently very bad at. If anyone who's actually playing this ever gets stuck at this game, I hope they take refuge in the fact that I'm very bad at this, and I had to basically playtest every level like 3 or 4 times, so if you think one level's frustrating, try playing it that many times. This level may get very laggy. Depending on how fast I get through everything. Haha! Another short, sweet level. Unchanged text box. I've been very lazy about this game. There's a lot of levels that are short and sweet, and a lot of levels where they just I basically throw the goal at you. Probably the second actual challenge right next to the other level. I'm doing great. Most of my difficulties are actually coming because I accidentally have some of the keys mapped to the wrong places. So this jump's basically a harder version of the first one. You don't get any second chances, so you have to time it just right. And if you try to go under the swamp, it will crush you. That one decided to be a rebel. This part, now with less crushing, but more impalement. And burning. And impalement. I never really saw those crushing things as much of an obstacle. Then again, these things don't move, so they're not that much better as an obstacle. First Koopa Kid, not terribly difficult. Hacking and editing bosses is rather difficult, though. Yeah, that's how Mario does things. It's always jumping with Mario. It's like he can't resolve his problems in any other way. He has to just jump. There are more than just there are more problems in this world that can just be solved by that can't be solved by jumping, and someday he may learn that. It's actually intended for this level that you use a cape. But yeah, most levels can be broken by a cape. No! Even worse. Even worse! I don't know how I survived that. And of course I get killed by the single Koopa right there. And of course again. My survival rate isn't going to be terribly high. I like how I did it the first time, but then the second time I can barely do it like that again. Huh, you're not killing me this time. And the Urchin Cove, which will probably need major redesign. You'll get to see the problem with it in a little bit, but for now, I'll try to beat this level normally. Okay. Ah! Help me! That's kind of irrelevant now, since that was changed since the original version. A lot of things I should probably go back and axe out, but what that was intended for, I kept the key in the same place, but I put that, text box there, so if you tried to run up and get the key, you would be basically crushed by the text box. Quite an evil trick. That you have to be ready for, or else you can't get the key. Anyway, I'll show you what this says now. I haven't been through enough with myself to trust myself that much. Try to figure out what that means. I have no clue. This level would be one of the many examples of level where I had a good idea, it just gets horribly messed up because it falls apart in the end. Like, sometimes the spikes will fall on themselves just because I should really consider moving this text box. Now that I'm playing this again. I have never spent this much time on this single jump before. But as I was saying before, sometimes once you scroll the screen, sometimes the spikes fall on their own, so but sometimes they stick, so there's some kind of randomness going on because